The Kent County Health Department is offering free HIV and STD testing this week for Wellness in the Park at 3 parks in Grand Rapids. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Lester here from the Wood TV Live Desk. Joining me today is April Height. She's Public Health Program Supervisor for the Kent County Health Department with more on these events. April, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So before we get rolling, if you could tell me a little bit about your role with the health department here.
Yeah, so I'm the program supervisor for programs in Kent County that include HIV, STI, or STD, more commonly known, and tuberculosis, actually. But we run an STI clinic here that is available for anyone. It's free. And so we do a lot of these kinds of events. We're really trying to get out more in the community. And STIs are on the rise. So especially COVID didn't help. So this is really important to get out in the community and get testing to everybody.
April, this event in particular, recognizing National HIV Testing Day. Tell me about Wellness in the Park and what we have here.
Yeah, so this year's theme was HIV testing is self-care. So we really wanted to do something that was kind of holistic with all health combined. So we do have some other health services as well in the park, but we are going to be in 3 locations. We are offering in our mobile unit, we're offering HIV and STI testing. We're also offering some connection to like primary care, some connection to health insurance, mainly Medicaid. And we're going to have some activities and we have snacks and stuff like that. And so just a way to kind of incorporate that theme this year.
The first one kicking off this afternoon. There's 2 more this week. If you could share those locations, the dates, the times surrounding them.
Yeah, so today's is in Martin Luther King Park. That's from 1 to 4 this afternoon. We'll be right there on in the parking lot. The next one is the 29th, which is Wednesday. From 1 to 4, we will be in Hartside Park. So we'll be parked on the street facing the park there with our mobile unit. And then the last one that we're doing this week is in Garfield Park. That one is also from 1 to 4, and we'll be in that parking lot there. So trying to kind of encompass a lot of areas in Grand Rapids. Another good thing to know is that our clinic is open 5 days a week. So if you miss these events, we're open for testing. It's always free. It's confidential. And so I could leave a number here as well, but that's something to consider as well.
What is your location then as well? What is the location where anyone could go if they can't make it out to these events?
Yeah, so our location is 700 Fuller. We're by the animal shelter. The jail's over here, kind of in that area. And our number, we do go by appointment. We will take walk-ins, but it's kind of on a if we can, basis. So it's better to make an appointment if you can. Our number is 632-7171, and that's area code 616.
So going back to the events here that we're having this week, aside from the HIV and STD testing, what else will be going on?
Yeah, so it's a little mix of things. So today, Catherine's Health Center is going to be on board with us. They have primary care available. They're going to do some kind of minor health activities. We also have the LGBTQ consortium. We have someone from there just with some mental health resources. And we'll have some kind of like yard activities, as well as we're giving out snacks and stuff like that. So today is kind of probably the most people that we'll have, and throughout the other 2 activities, we'll still be there doing the STI and HIV testing, as well as we do have availability to sign people up for Medicaid. So that's a big thing as well in all 3 events.
You had mentioned just a couple minutes ago that sexually transmitted infections are on the rise. Why hold something like this?
Well, I mean, testing is one of the big factors in bringing this down, because all STIs, especially HIV, you may not have symptoms. So testing is really the way to find out if you have an STI. Some people have symptoms with other STIs like gonorrhea and chlamydia, but sometimes they don't with gonorrhea and chlamydia. So testing is really important. We'll also, talk about ways to prevent STIs, about risk reduction. So that's as important as well. But yes, gonorrhea especially has increased astronomically nationwide, in Kent County as well, over the past 2 years, actually over the past 5 years. So has syphilis. HIV is kind of steady, but the thing about HIV is a lot of people don't test. So you could have HIV for a long time before you have symptoms. And one thing that was in the press release that's really important to note is Kent County has a slightly higher percentage of people who are diagnosed with late stage HIV, which means you're not getting to people before they have symptoms and they're in actually AIDS stage. So that's really important. You have to get to people before they get to that stage, because we shouldn't, nowadays we really shouldn't be letting people get to AIDS stage. We should catch people before then.
In your role, to you, why is an event important like this here for the community in Grand Rapids?
Yeah, so, sexual health is really taboo. And it's an uphill battle trying to get more sexual health education, more testing. And so just trying to normalize it in some way, as it's a part of health, just like everything else,
I'll talk to me about that.
Not talking about it, it's definitely not going away. It's actually getting worse. So we have to do something different, because what we're doing now isn't working. So really normalizing it and trying to, get it accessible and get it out there in any way we can. That's kind of the point for us.
April, is there anything else that you'd like to put out there regarding these events here this week?
No, that's basically it. Just feel free to come out, even if, you're not interested in the HIV STI testing part of it. We have other services. We have free snacks. Just looking to get people out there and support the event. So we'll be happy to see you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you tuned in maybe halfway through this stream or just now clicking in, there's a link attached. If you're viewing here on Facebook, it takes you over to woodtv.com. You're able to view our full conversation with April right there, again, on woodtv.com. April, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Folks, this has been a look at the Wood TV Live Desk. I'm News 8 digital anchor Luke Laster. Have a great afternoon, and we'll see you around.